Ladies and gentlemen, 69% of Americans are overweight. Now this according to a 2011 study done by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. 69% of Americans over the age of 20 and 35% of Americans over the age of 20 are overweight and obese respectively. This is a huge issue because according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, overweight and obesity lead to increased risk for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Now when you look at the mental side of things, body image is a huge issue that Americans deal with on a daily basis. Issues with body image relate to issues with eating disorders, and this is something we're trying to get rid of completely. Finally, when you look at the chemical side of things, epinephrine, dopamine, and endorphins are all chemicals that are released during exercise, and these chemicals are the most important chemicals that you can have. So, without further ado, let's go into issues of why we should exercise more. First, we're going to take a look at illnesses. There are 3 different kinds of illnesses that are more prone to get when you don't exercise enough. That is type 2 diabetes, heart failure, and cancer. According to the National Cancer Society, the service of the largest cancer research foundation in the whole world, obesity is associated with increased risk for esophagus, pancreas, colon, breast, kidney, and thyroid cancers. And the worst part is, these are all preventable if we just act a little more in our exercise programs. Now, this is not saying that we need to change our entire life. This is one of the biggest misconceptions about exercise. We do not need to go out and get a drill sergeant of a personal trainer. We do not need to go vegan. We do not need to do anything like this. All we need to do is move. We just need to go out and do it. That's why Nike has the best slogan in the world, because they just do it. Now, before I continue, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a Division I athlete here at the George Washington University. I've been interested in fitness and baseball for the last 15 years of my life, and I'm an exercise science major, and I've done plenty of research on the topic. In high school, I also battled depression. One of my ways that I was able to cope with depression was to go to the baseball field every day, or to go to the weight room every day. This is something that I found extremely helpful, and it's not just me. When you look at studies that are done, a 1985 public health report by C.B. Taylor says, physical activity has been linked to eliminating causes of mild and moderate depression, can provide a beneficial adjunct for getting over substance abuse, and improve self-image as well as social skills. Ladies and gentlemen, exercise is crucial if you are someone that struggles with mild or moderate depression. A 2013 study done by Health Fitness magazine says that 97% of women as well as 80% of males are not comfortable with the body that they have. Now, where you see people that are not comfortable with their body, you see people with eating disorders. Eating disorders are rampant in the United States, and this is something that we are trying to make a thing of the past. For me personally, as I became better at baseball, and as I got more into the weight room, I found a sense of community, I found a sense of self-worth, and I knew that what I was doing was something that my future self would thank me for at the time. Thanks, past self. Next, when you look at the chemical side of things, you can definitely tell that dopamine, epinephrine, and endorphins are 3 chemical levels that absolutely skyrocket when you become more active in your physical activity. Let's start with dopamine. Dopamine is the most pleasurable experience that your brain can incur. And when you exercise, your brain is absolutely overwhelmed with dopamine. Dopamine is another chemical that is released when you have enormous food intakes. So when you decide to go to McDonald's and maybe order a couple things off the dollar menu, you get dopamine. But instead, a much healthier way to feed that need for your dopamine is to intake a lot of physical activity. Dopamine is also found in love. So when you are in love, one of the chemicals in your brain that skyrockets is in fact dopamine. And all you have to do is go to the gym and work up a sweat. Next, we have epinephrine. Epinephrine is just another word for adrenaline, which I'm sure you all know is the primal fight or flight. During the hunt, that's what we get. We get a rush of adrenaline, and we're all about it. What happens is, when you get a release of adrenaline, you get more blood pushed into your muscles, which gives more oxygen to your muscles so they can react quicker. You have a heightened awareness in your brain, and this is going to give you more energy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is proof that your body is made to exercise. When you get a release of adrenaline, your body changes. Your entire outlook on your mentality changes. You have a heightened sense of awareness. You were made for this, and this is proof that your body will respond properly. Finally, we have endorphins. Endorphins are neurotransmitters that just release euphoria into your brain. Another time that you can feel endorphins are when you win the jackpot at the casino or even when you're having sex. And again, all you have to do is go to the gym and get a workout in. It's that simple. In conclusion, there are three main areas where exercise can extremely benefit your life. You have physically, mentally, and chemically. Physically, you will become more fit and you will become significantly less likely to get these diseases that are easily curable. Mentally, you will have a greater appreciation for your own body and you will be able to appreciate the person that you are. You will feel like you are doing something worthwhile. And finally, you will have a load of confidence that you've never had before. Finally, chemically, with these three chemicals, endorphins, dopamine, and epinephrine released into your body, it is stone cold proof that this is what you are made to do. Human bodies are made to exercise. When it comes down to it, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it all before. You've heard what I'm saying. Everyone has been told once in their life at least that they should go out and exercise. They need to get their 60 minutes of play in every day. They need to eat healthy. There's nothing I can tell you that's new. The only thing that I can encourage you to do is to go out and do it. If you're looking for a sign in your life right now that says, I wonder if I should get my body ready for beach season because the summer is right around the corner, let this be that sign. Please, I'm pleading with you. Go out and exercise. It's the best thing you will do all day.